sort of deal with it in a perhaps not the most effective way to live our lives. And of course, where am I in all of that? You know? And how often am I aware of who I am in the middle of the things that are going on around me? Yeah? And if I am really aware of my identity, how would I deal with these things? Would I deal with them in a different way? Would I need to deal with them at all? Are there things that I'm doing that I don't need to do? Yeah, maybe this is not necessary either. Maybe this is not necessary either. Are there things that I could be doing and should be doing, but I haven't given space or time or energy to some other sort of amazing thing, you know? Because otherwise, the only thing that's sort of constant in all of this, and here I'd like someone to, maybe this will go, no, this is the program, one group. Right. Need a piece of paper.
Yeah.
No, this is better. Right. This is, I almost got arrested doing this. But I'd been invited to the Central Bank in Brazil. Because I'd written a book on human values in the workplace. And they'd picked it up. The HR person picked it up at a bookshop. And I said, can you come here and give us a talk about the book? I said, okay, sure. As I go into the bank, I notice that they've got a campaign on, big posters. And the campaign is to treat the banknotes lovingly. At least with a bit more care. Because the thing is that if people don't take care of banknotes, they wear out more quickly. And if they wear out more quickly, they have to print more. They're not like plastic money that you have here. Sort of more paper money still. But hello. And so I thought, yeah, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this in my talk. So that night I took a 100 real note, which is about $50. Australian dollars. And I made a photocopy, a coloured photocopy of the banknote. Because they were going to transmit the talk to all of the units of the central bank throughout the country and all of the state capitals. So the whole bank would have been watching, you know, who was free at the time. And I said, I told them, look, I want to really honour your campaign. So don't be, you know, upset about what I'm going to do. In the middle of my talk, I took out the note from my pocket. And I said, look, I'm feeling very generous today. Who wants this? Anyone want it?
Yes.
Yeah. So lots of people put up their hand. And I said, well, if I do this, exactly what the campaign was telling me not to do. You still want it?
Yes.
Then I threw it on the floor and jumped of it. Still want it. A little bit dirty, but... And then the ultimate sacrilege. You still want it? Still want it? They said, yeah, you can change it in the central bank. They said, don't worry, folks, it's a counterfeit note. Counterfeit note! What's that? Okay. Still, I thought there was someone laughing at the joke. They said, you know, this is to show you something. I did this on purpose. Don't arrest me. I was really treading on thin ice the whole time. It's a big deal to do that in such a place. The organisers were horrified, you know. What are you doing? The thing is that no matter what you do to the note, in fact they even told me you can, at least in Brazil, you can go with 2/3 of a note and still change it. But no matter what you do with it, it keeps its value. Yeah? So in the same way, my value, real value, which is the basis of whatever I am and will be, doesn't change. So it doesn't matter if the world screws me up or jumps on me or tears me in half. I continue to have the same value. Do I have such a sense of self-value that does not change with circumstance, does not change with what other people think and say, or do? That no matter what the scene is, I do not lose my sense of self-value. And hand it over, let's say, and start to think, oh my God, I'm not so valuable after all. And even when nobody loves me, nobody cares, you know, nobody even notices me. And of course you can't pretend to be more valuable than you really are either, you know. You can't go around parading as a $5 note and telling the world you're 100. Doesn't work. It's what the whole thing about being real is. You know, give the proof of service. You can only convince people by what you are, not by what you say. So it's not about explaining so much. It's about showing. Showing them. Exactly. So, is my sense of self-value so strong that nothing can take it away from me? And every time I sit, I'm absolutely 100% aware of it. It's not a work in progress. It's something that I can access. Maybe my distance changes, but the absolute bottom line reality doesn't change. Yeah. There are things about me that do not change, with circumstances, then you can look at a muli and use the muli to point back to your real self, like we just did. Why am I here? It's because of who I am. What interests me is because of who I am. Not in the other thing. Why Baba loves me is because of who I am. And who I am never has changed, actually. It's been rearranged. That's all. And so if I go through life grabbing onto things, this and that and the other, a position, a possession, something, an object, a plan, jumping from one thing to the other. Maybe it's just, this is like being a human having. I have things. I have a lot of things. Like a lot of people have lots of things, but do I have happiness? Is the result of even the things that I know, am I happy, really? Am I peaceful? Am I loving? Because that's what, at the end of the day, is the only thing that makes all of this meaningful, isn't it? If I can say at the end of the day, yeah, doesn't matter what happened, I kept happiness, peace and love. Or I can, be an action-oriented person. Some people are so, these days, people are so turned on by action. You're just going all over the place. I can be a human doing. But, there are things that are real and true. Actually, even people say the being part is like going up and down as well. But there's a bottom line. It does not change. It's what I've always been. I'll always be. I am this 84 birth soul. I'm a child of God. I am worthy. I am, what else?
An
elevated soul. Fortunate. These things do not change. So if I have to have any sense of constancy or stability, I have to grab onto the bottom line. Because if I grab onto these things, they always change. If I invest in an activity and think that that's going to get me where I want to go, I'm very, very soundly wrong. Because planning ourselves is not the same as planning an event. I am already what I need to be. It's not a question of being somewhere in the future. That future me that someday or the other I'm going to get there and I'm going to embrace, that future me already exists now. I have to bring it up. Yeah. Let's have a break. 1 minute meditation and we have a break. Half an hour. So we'll go for a walk, it's sunny.
Yeah.
Think about things. Continue being what you were just being now. And we'll be back at 11:30. Let's have a minute. Sorry, half an hour. A minute silent and half an hour break. it.